Have you ever changed your mind about doing something, saying something, or even dreaming something for fear of rejection? Yeah, me too. Let's talk about it. So, those times that we have put ourselves out there, we have made the first move with telling our crush that we like them, or pursuing something, pursuing a relationship, or applying for a job, applying for a loan, a home loan, a business loan, asking someone to just do something with you, asking someone to hang out with you, creating a video and posting a video, and it doesn't get views, it doesn't get likes, it doesn't gain you subscribers, and so we feel the sting of rejection, and it hurts. Rejection hurts. It's painful, and it can leave us feeling just sadness and embarrassment, confusion, anger, and even sometimes jealousy, or sometimes a literal pain. But even though it hurts and it feels so personal, because essentially I guess it is, because what you're putting out there, someone doesn't want it. But we can use rejection to our advantage. And so first we have to be honest with ourselves. We can't hide the fact that it hurts, or ignore it, pretend like it didn't happen, or that you don't care about it. Because if we're honest, I bet we all cared about it, at least the first time, maybe the second or third, but then maybe you got used to it, and maybe you don't care anymore. But as uncomfortable as it may be, we need to acknowledge these feelings, and then we have to work through them so that we can begin to heal. Because working through our feelings, the things that have hurt us, is the only way to heal our hearts and our minds. We can't just pretend like they're not there. We can't shove them under the rug or put them in a closet, because they will eventually come back up. And so it's really important to acknowledge them, and do the hard work of working through them. So I read somewhere that our brains processes emotional and physical pain similarly, except that our physical pain, it heals much quicker than our emotional pain. Because when you think about the physical pain, it doesn't, we can't actually feel that pain again over and over again, like the emotional pain. If you think about something that happened to you and it caused you emotional pain, you can continuously feel that over and over, so it definitely hits deeper, but it's felt like similarly. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But it's when we feel rejected, left out, or abandoned that we need to remember the truth of who we are and of our worth. Especially those of you who are of faith. You are fearfully and wonderfully made in God's image. You're God's handiwork. You're his chosen, his chosen people, his made in his image to do good works, and you have a great purpose. Ephesians 2:10 tells us that he has called us. We have these purposes, these great purposes in life. And so you are chosen, and you're accepted by God, the creator and author of all things. Like, why would we need anyone else's approval? Because if God is for you, who can be against you? And God, he's given us the right to be called children of God, which is amazing in itself. So as a child of God, you have his favor, you have the favor of the Lord, and you have this assurance that he will never leave you nor forsake you. And so what he has for you, it will become, it will be. Those blessed doors will open. The right doors will open for you. So just be encouraged by that. So yes, we all want to feel a sense of belonging and acceptance. That's, it's normal as our human experience goes, to want to be accepted by other humans. And, we want people to spend time with us. We want people to like us. We want people to appreciate us. And then, to see us as valuable. And what, especially when it's something creative, or our, something personal, something that really shows and shares our heart. We really want those things to be accepted. And so when they're not, naturally it hurts when it seems that, people are rejecting us. But this is what I've come to the conclusion of. When someone rejects you, it's actually a reflection of the other person's heart. It reveals where their priorities are at the moment. And, We are not going to be everyone's priority. We're not, or even their interest, because there's billions and billions of people and we can't all be for everyone, so you just have to, when we come to those moments where we find someone who's not for us, okay, like Jesus did. He when he wasn't accepted in a place, what did he do? Kicked the dust up and left that place, or dusted off his feet and left that place. So, and one day, these people who, overlook us or turn us away or reject us, they might realize that they overlooked and rejected and turned away the wrong person, but it's actually the right person, So in whatever, job or relationship situation that may be, these people may realize it. So I had this job interview this year, early in this year. I think it was in March. And, I thought it went great. And they called me and they let me know that they chose someone else. I was like, okay, fine. But then, a week or so later, I think it was, they called me back and they were asking me if I was still interested in the job, because the first person that they picked didn't go through. And I said, no, thank you. And, I told them, that's what I told them. So sometimes we just have to let these people, businesses, places, just miss out on us. Sometimes they had their opportunity and then they missed it. So just know that you are enough and you are valuable to the right person, the right organization, the right place, And remember Jesus. He was rejected by so many, but those that he was for, he was accepted, so gladly, with open arms, with, people were, and not to compare ourselves with Jesus, but in the same way, it's the right ones that will accept you in the right time. So, don't let moments of rejection drag you down, hold you down, or hold you back from going after the desires of your heart. Because, if we did that, we'd have a lot of boring and miserable people, because we'd just be so afraid of trying new things, of doing new things, and it'd just be boring, right? A bunch of I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah. So use the rejection as fuel to keep going, to keep pushing, to keep growing and learning and changing and improving whatever it is that you're doing. And even if it's you yourself that needs to do those things, as becoming a better person. Maybe you need to become a better family member, a better spouse, a better employee, whatever it is, a better disciple of Christ, whatever it may be. Use these opportunities to grow, and don't let them stop you. That's what the enemy wants you to do. So you gotta keep your head strong, and don't let your mind wander too far into the negative places that it can go, especially if you're trying to figure out why they rejected you, why aren't you good enough. And don't let the enemy win. Don't believe the lies that you're not good enough, or that, I don't know, just don't dwell too much on figuring out what went wrong or what's wrong with you, because there may be nothing wrong with you. It just may be, like I said, that you're not the right person for that person, place, or thing. At least maybe not even that in that time. So, because there are times and seasons for everything. So yeah, and then have compassion on yourself, because you had the courage to step out of your comfort zone, to put yourself out there in the first place. And some people don't ever do that for the fear of rejection, the fear of all these emotions that can come with it. So you had the courage to do that, and you'll gain more courage the more that you do it. So just keep putting yourself out there, and the right person will find you, the right people will find you and accept you. And then, also one last thing, this may just be a blessing in disguise too, setting you up for something greater. Because what if I had taken that job and then I wouldn't have time to come on here and make YouTube videos? So sometimes other people's no's are really our answered prayers, or answers to prayers we never prayed, or, you know, along those lines. A blessing in disguise, something we didn't know we need. The setup for something greater. And so, you know, just keep putting yourself out there. Take those risks, because you never know when you might get that yes that'll change your entire life, you know, and surprise you one day. You'll realize just how strong and resilient you are. Okay? So I hope this has been encouraging and helpful to you guys. If you've been suffering with feelings of rejection lately, or any time in your life that, you know, you haven't healed from, just know that it'll be all right. Use it for fuel, and remember that Jesus loves you and he accepts you, and that's enough. That's a good place to start. So y'all have a blessed day. Jesus bless you. Thank you for watching. Bye.